So we have a ton of accessories for the Siegmund welding tables that you may not know about, and this is probably one of them. This is our corner connection block for the Siegmund welding tables. This is going to help you utilize an area of your table that you've never been able to use before. We have these in system 28, 22, as well as 16, and we're going to be focusing on the system 16 today. We're going to go over a few key features that makes this accessory special, and then we're going to show you how to install it to help you expand your workstation in your shop. So a few key features about this corner connection block is it's nitrided. So that means this thing is protected against weld spatter, rust, corrosion, as well as dings. So this is going to look just as good the day you get it, 10 or 20 years down the road, and it's going to help you to really expand your workflow. Another key feature is you're not going to have to level this out when you bolt it to the side of the table. It's going to line up with the bore holes on the side of the table because Siegmund engineered it to do that. And another thing is it's going to help you to expand in a place you've never been able to expand your weld surface, and that's the corner of the table. You've always been able to bolt a stop or clamping square to the sides, front, or back. Now you can go off the corner and add a whole new dimension to your welding table. So let's get installing this on the corner of our table. So if we walk over here, you can see we have an array of holes right here. These are going to line dead with the side of the table. We're going to use one of our short, fast clamping bolts. So we'll slide right in. You can use 2 or 4 of these. We're just going to use 2. Slide in the other side. We're going to hand tighten these, but you can use the hex tool that comes with the accessory kit if you want to really lock them down. Now we have our square. Of course, you're probably using it off either side of the table, which is super handy because you can extend these depending on the size of your square. You can get a lot more workstation area out of it. We're going to go right in the center of this, put another short, fast clamping bolt. We're going to use a second one. That's going to lock everything aligned. You can see we have now a new dimension to our weld table. You can also bolt this not only in the center, but you can do it off to the side of this corner connection block. So it's going to be extremely handy and give you a lot more area of your weld table, and again, in a way that you couldn't do before. So a couple of cases where you may need this in your shop is if you're building something like a chassis and you're working on the suspension components where they're going to extend past the table. Normally when we build suspensions, we slide the buggy to the end of the table, and our A-arms are kind of off to the corner of the buggy. That would be one case. Or if you're building just weird shaped objects, sometimes off the side is not usable. You need to go off that corner. It's just going to give you a lot more surface area to your weld table in a way that you didn't have it before. Of course, a lot of people only think you can build metal things on these tables. Their mind are connected to metal, but you can do a lot of woodworking projects on these tables and be just as usable as it is for metal. So this could give you a ton of surface area if you're building really weird shaped objects. A lot of times people aren't building square or rectangle objects. They might be building triangles or weird S-shaped stuff, and that's where this is going to come in. It's going to give you that surface area in a place you've never had it before, because if you drew a line off the sides of the table, that's a massive surface area you're not being able to utilize. So if you have any questions or comments about this, how would you use this in your shop? Make sure to comment those things down below. We're reading your comments. Make sure to like and subscribe to keep following us and see more accessories like these corner connection blocks, and make sure to check them out on our website. Thank you guys so much for watching. Keep on fabricating.